huge shout out to Daryl and Werner of the wrestling podcast CovalentTV. These guys work extremely hard and give an honest review. It's the second best podcast in the world, second to the Kurt Angle Show. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hey Daryl, hey Warner, this is Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace, coming at you through a Snapchat filter because honestly, it's just easier this way for me, for you, and definitely for my self-esteem because I don't feel like putting on makeup right now, and you know how it is. But I heard you guys do a wrestling if I can talk today, podcast called I'm gonna say this right, hopefully. Covalent, fingers crossed, that's how you say it, because I think I would normally pronounce it Covalent, but Covalent Wrestling Podcast. So I hope that is awesome. I hope you guys get, a bazillion views on it or listens or however podcasts work, because everybody does them on Zoom nowadays. But talk to you later. Bye.
So as I was saying, I thought Tiffany Stratton was going to call Charlotte an ugly bitch. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was just going to go there. You know what I mean? I thought she was going to say exactly what was on her mind and speak it. Welcome into part 2 of your WWE SmackDown live review. This your boy, Mr. Starksign.
Big Doug.
We in here, man. We ain't had to do a part 2 in a minute. Obviously, our issues have been completely, well, damn near eradicated. I don't know what happened there. Somebody hit the red button. They got mad about the last stream. They got mad. About the last stream. It was like, damn it, we tried to take them down, and they came back. Well, we are here. So welcome back in, everybody. And if you come in here with the little fucking glitched out jokes, don't even do it, because we ain't had issues in forever and a fucking day. So shut the fuck up. But come in here and support. That don't mean that you don't come in here and support. And to anybody that sent through super chats right as it went out, salute to you. I think I saw. Oh my God, who was it that sent through that last one? It was
Adrian Carpenter.
Salute to you. And shouts out to Robert coming in with the 2 schmackaroo super chat saying still not going to watch Mania. Triple no sucks. We in here, man. Yeah, sorry about that,
I'm
guys.
still going to go in the Hall of Fame.
And I'm Drew McIntyre.
And I'm a present.
Good Lord. All right, man. Salute to y'all, man. You know what? I'm going to set an expectation. I'm going to be gentle with the people, Werner. Let's go for 10.
25,
10,
let's go.
10 likes. Let's do 10. Let's do 10.
Let's do 10.
A delicate 10. Okay. No, man. Salute to y'all, man. We just came back on here to finish out. This is going to be quick. So if you want to watch part 1, you can watch part 1 on playback. It is available. And obviously this one will be on demand available as well. So show the necessary love to both streams. Sorry about any technical difficulties. Those will be remedied. We only had one technical difficulty of this caliber for the first time in almost 4 months. So we have been doing completely good. All right. So much love to everybody who has stuck it out, who came back in, and who has shown the necessary love as we speak. All right. And I titled this part 2. Triple H's booking still sucks. You could try to take us down.
Still going in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you could try to take us down, but your booking still sucks, motherfucker. You could try and take us down, but your booking still sucks, asshole.
I'm going to have 45 other vignette videos telling everybody how awesome I was in 2002.
And I'm Drew McIntyre. No, but let's get back to it. But yeah, no, I thought Tiffany Stratton was going to just flat out be like, you ugly, deplorable fucking bitch. I hate your guts. You're in my way. Can you leave now? But go back. I don't think I was supposed to leak that news. But yeah, go back and watch part 1, because I was basically telling you guys that a lot of that stuff that was in that promo was not planned. 95% of it. The person who spoke to me gave me a percentage and said 95%. Oh, I froze.
So when we do investment ratings for WrestleMania,
oh God,
hold on. Do we need to put a sandbag over under on that match?
Yeah. Charlotte is a pouty little fucking thing. Like her and Britt Baker are kind of cut from that same cloth. If Britt Baker had a famous father, Britt Baker and her would probably be neck and fucking neck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, you guys are gonna want to watch that good cooking we dropped in the pot on part 1. I'm telling you, if you missed anything and you are just now tuning in, first of all, why are you this lit? And second of all, go run up the numbers on part 1 and run up the numbers on this part 2. We're not going to be here for a long time, obviously, guys, because we didn't have that much to go. But salute to everybody who came back in the building tonight. Salute to everybody who came back in the building tonight. But yeah, I personally knew, again, I'm going to repeat this. I personally knew this went off the rails when Charlotte started mimicking Tiffany Stratton's voice. That was the moment I knew it went off the rails. That was the moment I texted my source and I was like, what is going on backstage right now? And he just kind of was like, man, what do you think is happening right now? I was like, man, judging by what I'm seeing, probably chaos. He was like, welp. And he didn't say it was chaos. He was saying, like, basically there was a couple people with their hands on their head, like, oh, God. Yeah. Like, oh, no. And go back and watch part 1 as well, because I broke down what Charlotte Flair has already done to all of the social media clips.
Yep.
Of that official, WWE official social media clips of that segment. Alexander Fitzgerald came through with the 2 Schmackaroo super chat saying these drones can't stop us. Hell no, they ain't stopping nothing around here. No, hell no. And thank you to everybody who has gotten the memo and who is sending through super chats if they want their comments to be seen and just doing it on the love. And remember, I said there's no amount, and I said on the first part, there's no amount that's too small for us. We appreciate all contributions. We appreciate the love. Thank you so much for contributing to CovalentTV. It means the world when y'all do this shit because that show y'all rock with us on the heavy side of the game. So salute to y'all. Adrian Carpenter came through with 5 Schmackaroos saying they didn't want you to talk about the toxicity. I always fuck that word up. That's a word I can never get right. Toxicity. I have to slow down to say that word. Of the WWE women's locker room. Lol. You put a lol.
Lol.
Lol. But yeah, Charlotte, I told y'all in part 1 right before the stream went out that Charlotte was trying to elicit a reaction out of Tiffany Stratton when she said that Ludwig Kaiser line. I know people who know her. She was trying to get Tiffany Stratton to turn around and whoop her ass. Like whoop her ass. And Tiffany Stratton was a gymnast, so she has functional strength. She probably would have beat the shit out of Charlotte. But I
broke a few bones with just in one punch.
Yeah, but that's what Charlotte wanted. When she said that line, she wanted her to turn around and get herself fired. There you have it. But yeah, I have nothing else to say about this promo. It was bad. It was dry. And as I was saying in part 1, to the person that called our show misogynistic, when I said pretty women don't feel like they have to develop personalities, and this was my case in proof right here. This was proof. Charlotte has had the world handed to her on a silver platter. She's privileged. She thinks she's pretty. She did not feel a need to develop a personality. Tiffany Stratton, she's a pretty girl. I'll give it to her, but she obviously doesn't feel like she needed to develop a personality. And here we are. This is what you get. In WWE, this is what you get. And Triple H, you need to get your hands on the steering wheel of your talent and your booking backstage, because this was off the rails. And homie, this was a bad look. Let me put that in perspective too. This was a bad look, homie. Whether you want to admit it or not, or whatever your little insecure fake alpha shit you feel on the inside, dude, you need to chalk this up and accept that this was a clunker. This was bad. This was really bad. Okay? Well, Warner, give your thoughts on this promo. And yeah, man, let's keep it rolling.
No, this was terrible. This was definitely the mean girl off that nobody wanted to see. I mean, this was terrible.
And what did this do for either party, and what did this do for the feud?
Nothing. And you know what? Here's another thing. If I'm Triple H, I move this off WrestleMania. And I'd put it on the SmackDown before. You guys want to go off script like that? There, you're off WrestleMania.
And I saw people saying, oh, I like Crash Television, and oh, the real heat, I like that. I saw that on Twitter, and I was just like, but this wasn't even good.
No.
Like, it wasn't even good. So, like, even if that's the excuse you want to go for to justify how bad this was, it wasn't even good. It wasn't even to a level of where you, because first of all, neither one of them have the promo skills to make it feel intense. So it just ended up feeling like some catty nonsense that shouldn't have happened. It was trash. Let's call it what it is.
Trash.
I'm not here to defend WWE putting garbage out there. I'm not here to defend Triple H not having his hands on the wheel of his product. I'm not here to cop Triple H. I'm not here to cop Tiffany Stratton or Charlotte Flair out. So if you like this, again, I question your fucking standards. I question your standards. I really do. Damn, at least the drama on Love and Hip Hop is good. Scripted as hell, but at least it's good. I don't watch that shit, but anytime I catch a glance of it when I'm at a girl's house or something, I'm like, look at this stupid ass shit. At least I laugh. This was poorly acted. And when it did get real, you could tell neither one of them can handle the heat, so they need to get the fuck out the kitchen. I'm not going to justify shitty television because, oh, I like crash television. Raise your bar. Like, honestly, if you thought this was good, raise your fucking bar. Good God. What are we doing here? All right, y'all, but True Seekers, man. True Seekers roll call. We getting a new True Seekers roll call in here, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. We are on part 2 of our SmackDown stream. You know what I'm saying? Ain't had a stream go out in almost 4 months. Went out tonight. At least it was a SmackDown. We love y'all, no pause. Show us the necessary love. We came back
let's
for
get this
part
up to 20.
That's what I'm saying. We came back for a part 2. We could have just went to bed. You know?
Yeah.
But we came back for y'all. I got a Latina with some new titties. It's all good. My life is great. All right? Shouts out to the True Seekers. Shouts out to y'all, man. We love the True Seekers. Every single one of y'all. All right? Much love. I see the True Seekers. I see y'all. Salute to the True Seekers. Much love. Much love. All right, Warner, let's keep it pushing. And now it is time for you to carry your own weight. You need to pull your trailer out the trailer park and upgrade to the house on the prairie. Next up, we would have
Nick Aldis backstage announcing the women's tag team gauntlet that would happen next week on SmackDown, with the winners going on to face Liv and Raquel at WrestleMania with the tag titles on the line.
Do you care?
No. Does anyone care? Does anyone really care about the women's
tag team titles? I'm not even going to answer for anybody.
Yeah,
I ain't even going to answer for nobody.
Up next, we got the WWE Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match between the Motor City Super Soakers taking on DIY. And what ended up happening was Sabin sent Ciampa into an exposed turnbuckle, which led to a roll-up and the victory for the Super Soakers. Sabin and Shelley are now the #1 contenders for the Street Profits Tag Team titles. Yay!
I'm going to be honest about this. I'm honest about everything on this show. But it was a lot of flack on the WWE Tag Team division since the Attitude Era. And then you had that renaissance of sorts, that revolution of sorts, where you had the Hardy Boys and, you know, the Dudley Boys were kind of like the tag-alongs from ECW that came in and they played their position. And, you know, it was a brief, in Edge and Christian, it was a brief little renaissance of tag team wrestling in WWE. Mm-hmm. And then it went right back to being what it was in WWE, where WWE clearly does not value tag team wrestling.
Facts.
How do you look at the tag team division that WWE has now and say, oh, they're booking them so well, this is gonna cook? Look at all that talent they have in their tag team division, and look at how poorly booked it is.
Mm-hmm. And this is just SmackDown's division.
Dude.
We haven't even touched on Raw's.
It's disgusting to me. They finally have enough talent to actually have a competent tag team division, and they're still booking tag teams like garbage. WWE has never cared about tag team wrestling. In the brief period they did, it was against the grain. But I don't think some people in the comment section are ready for that conversation.
No.
A lot of things that WWE did good in their entire existence was against the grain. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Vince had to be dragged kicking and screaming into the Attitude Era.
Yep.
And all the Ruthless Aggression Era was trying to sweep up the dustpan on the Attitude Era and make a little bit more money off of the nostalgia. That's all the Ruthless Aggression Era was. That's all that was. As great as it was, I actually believe that is WWE's best era. As great as it was, that was Vince McMahon just trying to capitalize on the remainders of the WWE Attitude Era and make that last little bit of money before putting the product right back to how he likes it. PG, shiny, and kitty.
And capitalize on the WCW people that he did get.
Yeah. So this tag team division is a fucking joke. Motor City Super Soakers, I don't know why y'all signed there, dude. I don't know why y'all signed there. Y'all are not being treated with the respect of a legendary tag team. The division is booked like garbage. And you have a shitty fucking theme song. Raise your fist.
Bang, bang.
Oh, my God. That's all I got on that.
All right, up next, we got The Miz and Carmelo Hayes confronted by Pretty Deadly backstage as they were insulted, the two of them, for being losers. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson responded by mocking The Miz's role in the Marine movies, as they called him the Leonardo DiCaprio of tag team wrestling.
Warner, I'm going to escape everything but this. This is how I would have did what you just did, sir. The Miz defended Carmelo Bow Wow's honor by saying, "We're all him." And
that's true.
And the segment fucking ended. The segment ended on "all's him." And he said it just like that. If you don't believe me, go back and look. You want to know how I know even The Miz knew that shit was sucky and it was fucking garbage? Look at his face when he said it. He was trying not to burst out in fucking laughter.
Yeah.
He knew it was bad. When he got handed that script and he saw "all's him" at the end of that motherfucker, he probably was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And Carmelo Bow Wow, even though I don't think you have that much potential, as much potential as a lot of people think you have, dude, get out of that company. I think you can have the success of like a Chris Bay. That's to me, that is like max potential Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
That's where I think Carmelo Hayes kind of tops out. No, he didn't say "all's him." No. He said "all's him." And he said it just like that. He meant to say "all's him." But I think he took the piss out of it on purpose. I really think he took the piss out of it on purpose. But to go back to what I was saying, yeah, I think Carmelo, even outside of WWE, peaks at like a Chris Bay.
Mm-hmm.
A charismatic tag specialist, maybe the occasional, little singles run. Like, I don't see him peaking out at anything, pause, by the way, other than that. Like, I think that's his max potential. All these people that think he could be like this fucking main eventer and he could be a world champion and
yeah, no,
nah.
No, his peak was NXT.
No. Yeah, and I agree with Werner. I think he peaked in NXT.
Yeah.
Didn't he win the North American title?
No, he won the NXT title.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely his peak.
I think twice.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, he cashed out.
He overachieved in NXT.
Yeah, he emptied the bank account.
But that's his ceiling.
Yeah, he definitely emptied the bank account in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know he won the NXT championship. I forgot all about that, which also speaks to how forgettable a lot of what WWE does.
Yep.
Because I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. All right, up next, we have Naomi defeating B-Fab with a lung blower.
Oh, my God. Jay Cargill attacked her before the match, by the way.
Yep.
Remember, guys, go back and watch part 1. I was finna say remember, but I forgot we started a part 2. Go back and watch what I said at the beginning of the part 1 version of this stream. It's like WWE is like a display model TV in Best Buy with the saturation turned up to 100.
Mm-hmm.
When they do get something that has potential, when they do get something that can be good, they don't know when to like not turn down the saturation. Like they either turn the saturation up to 100 or they just go to 0. They've already oversaturated and overexposed this matchup to the point of where, and I'm sorry, Werner, I ain't trying to steal your thunder. To the point of when Nick Aldis announced the match at WrestleMania, everybody was like, but we knew this though.
I didn't. I was wrong. I'm putting my hand up. I was wrong. I honestly thought that this would be one of the matches on the SmackDown before WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
but now, but now that the chatter, even with drones, is getting a little bit louder about African American talent or black talent not getting, spots on pay-per-views with WWE, we'll give them this. Shut them up. That's how WWE is acting right now. So right now you have 2 people that are on a WrestleMania card, whereas AEW has 8.
Let me tell you something. I think I saw somebody say on Twitter, the Dynasty card alone has more black people on it than fucking Elimination Chamber and one other pay-per-view, they said. What was it? Was it Rumble? Yeah, I think they said Elimination
Rumble.
Chamber and Rumble. That's fucking sad. And don't hit me with that, oh, you're one of those DEI people. No, there's a lot of talented FBA wrestlers on the WWE roster that don't get opportunities. Like, for example, Montez Ford got shoehorned right back into being a tag team specialist.
Yep. When he proved in the Elimination Chamber last year that he could be a single star.
So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Oh, they're just not up to snuff. Okay, and the Miz is? Grayson Waller is?
Ricochet?
Yeah, but they let him walk. That don't even apply. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. He walked. He was smart. He walked.
Mm-hmm.
He got his walking papers and didn't look back. No, I'm talking about who they actively have there. So what's the real DEI? The Miz being on a card or Montez Ford being on a card? What's the real DEI?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot of these little passive-aggressive racist takes having motherfuckers on Twitter saying, oh, well, it's just because they haven't pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and they're not talented enough. I'm like, are you joking? So by that same logic, you're saying that Grayson Waller is more talented than fucking Montez Ford. You're saying The Miz is more talented than Montez Ford. Hell, I'll go a step further. I'll go controversial. You're saying John Cena is more talented than Montez Ford. The dude who bumps on his ass with the bald spot. The dude who is starting to develop more veins than muscles because his roids are wearing off.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is more talented than Montez Ford. That guy. The guy who comes out in jorts is more talented than Montez Ford. Really? Really. The dude who's not even creative enough to write the creative for his own heel turn, and his excuse for not changing is the crowd doesn't deserve it. That guy. Again, tell me what the real DEI is. Oh, all right. That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. And I'm going to cook on Coon T on Monday. I'm going to cook Coon T on Monday. I'm going to cook him on Monday. All right, guys, but like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang, show the necessary love, man. True Seekers in the building. We came back for this part 2. We here for, a good time, not a long time, just like I said on the first part. Werner, let's wrap this one up in a bow, man.
Damian Priest next addressed Drew McIntyre and his failures. I'm a villain. I'm a villain. I'm a villain. I'm Quan Chi. I'm going to make you my victim for WrestleMania. Ha ha ha. Quan Chi. Up next, we have Owens walking backstage in casual clothes and a forlorn expression on his face. We'd hear from him coming up next. Back from break, Kevin Owens makes it to the ring. All this was also in the ring talking about how that he hates this part of the job, about how you might not ever see people again. Kevin Owens came out, announced that he's going to get neck surgery and doesn't know how long he'll be out.
Prayers up for him, man.
Yeah, prayers up for him.
Neck surgeries are mad tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Neck surgeries are mad tricky. Y'all saw how long it took Randy Orton to come back with the neck and back stuff. That shit is mad tricky.
Mm-hmm. Randy Orton's music hit. Randy walked out as Owens was getting ready to leave. Owens left the ring afterwards. Aldis broke the bad news to Orton, saying that Owens' injury, he no longer has a match for WrestleMania. Orton looked upset and RKO'd Nick Aldis, which, I mean, let's be honest. Aldis needs to get RKO'd everyone more often.
Let me say something real quick about Kevin Owens. Just one thing. I'm gonna say the same thing I said about Eddie Burger Kingston, because even if you're a fan of Kevin Owens, this is something you need to hear. At Kevin Owens' age and at Kevin Owens' weight, it might be a long time before we see Kevin Owens again.
Yeah.
So if you are like a diehard Kevin Owens fan, I would not hold my breath.
I mean, if it took Randy 18 months.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And Randy is in great shape.
Right.
It might be 2.5, maybe 3 years before we see Kevin Owens again, depending on what he gets. If he gets a fusion, it's probably going to be closer to 2. Yeah, I that was the part where I was like, damn, that's kind of heavy. And I think a fan said something slick to him. A fan said something slick to him because they kept the camera off of Kevin Owens after he approached somebody in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a fan said some inappropriate shit, and he was about to jump in that motherfucking crowd and get busy.
Mm-hmm.
Because he definitely walked over to that railing, and he was about to. The black dude was about to catch a stray because the white man behind him was the one that said it. Because he poked, and you know what? I'll give that white man a little bit of credit. At least he poked his head out to say it was him. Because the black man was looking like, I ain't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, don't, whoever that dude is, if you said something wild to him and it was about his injury, dude, that's going to come back on you. I do believe in karma, but I believe in karma through God. I don't believe in karma through the universe. I'm not one of these honey goddess, sea moss, Mercury's in retrograde type of fucking people. No, karma is a real thing. So if you did say something slick about his fucking injury, yeah, bro, you got something coming. Because even though we don't like where the product is, even though we think Kevin Owens has been wasting his career in WWE, we're still going to send prayers up to him because, yeah, those type of injuries are really tough to come back from.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We want him to be healthy.
Yep.
We know how to separate people from the product we review and we analyze.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to everybody who did send prayers to Kevin Owens in the comment section. I can't believe this, Werner. This is showing that our grassroots is growing. We got to 25 likes on a part 2.
There we go.
Holy shit.
Bang.
That
bang,
is,
bang,
man,
bang.
I can't tell y'all how much that touches my heart, bro. Salute to y'all, man. Keep rocking this shit out. All right, Werner, let's go.
All right, up next is our main event wrestling match.
Oh, God.
We have the last man standing match between Jacob Fatu and Andre the Braun Strowman. I don't know, Giant, whatever.
You had it right.
Yeah. Jacob Fatu won with a hip attack, running hip attack through a table. Got to the count of 10.
Braun Strowman was not in position for that fucking hip attack.
No.
I would not be shocked if he has a concussion.
And I would not be surprised if he's out for 6 months.
Dog, he caught all hip bone. Go back and look at it. Braun Strowman did not position himself properly on that finish. Pause, by the way.
Pause.
But,
all right, back.
Hold on, wait,
back.
one second. Sir, we are here to analyze. I know I told you to wrap it up, but we are here to analyze.
I was trying to be quick.
If you are one of those people that thought that was hardcore, extreme,
oh God,
whatever the case may be, let me tell you something. Falls count anywhere matches, no DQ matches, whatever the case may be. All of those type of matches are very controlled, very safe, and very structured to the degree of where it looks like a football team that is being coached by John damn Madden.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like the beauty of like hardcore matches in AEW, it feels like anything can happen. We just saw John Moxley get suplexed into a fucking spiked 2x4.
That's true.
So yeah, I'm sorry. It is no air of unpredictability with WWE hardcore matches. You're just like, okay, they're gonna do outside the ring into the crowd, table suplex spot. They're gonna do the run through the barricade thing. You just what's gonna happen. That's boring. Is that not boring to anybody else? And that's all I wanted to say on it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Up next, we got Paul Heyman seen waiting for Roman Reigns in the parking lot. We are told that Reigns is arriving at any minute. After the break, Reigns arrives in his truck and made his way to the ring.
Oh, dude, wrap this shit in a bow.
Okay.
Summarize this motherfucker.
All right. So Roman Reigns came out wanting Punk to show up. Instead, we get Seth Rollins talking about how Roman Reigns can't handle reality. And then Punk finally comes out talking about his favor. And since no one from the previous regime is there, he's going to force Roman Reigns to do good on this favor, which is Paul Heyman and CM Punk are going to be together while they walk out at WrestleMania.
What in the name of cuck porn is this angle?
Oh my God. And then the crying?
Paul
Heyman crying?
Warner, the payoff is he's going to be his manager for a night.
Yeah, for the love of God. It's not the be-all, end-all.
Warner, I said out loud. What Bernie Mac say? I was talking to myself out loud. Warner, I said out loud. That's it?
Yeah.
I said it out loud. I know.
They made a big hubbub over this.
That's it? That's it?
This was a fail.
Warner, I couldn't wait till we got to this. This should have been the straw that broke the WWE fans' back going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This should have been the moment where if you are a WWE fan, not a drone, if you're just a fan, if you are a casual WWE fan, you should have been like, you know what? Fuck this. This was the biggest fuck this shit I'm out moment I've seen on this road to WrestleMania so far. Werner just hit the nail on the head. They hyped up this big fucking favor. Oh my God, what's gonna be the favor? And it's, you're going to have to watch me steal your boyfriend for the night. Really?
Mm-hmm.
And then here's another reason, just from a logical standpoint. Werner, correct me if I'm wrong. Truth Seekers, correct me if I'm wrong. Haven't we fucking seen this before?
Yeah.
Haven't we seen Paul Heyman manage CM Punk?
Yeah.
And I know what WWE's thinking. I know what Triple Nose is thinking. I'm going to swerve everybody. He's going to end up helping Seth Rollins win. Triple Nose.
What is that going to do?
Triple Nose, I promise you not pulling the wool over nobody's eyes. Werner said what I was going to say next. And what does that do? What does that do? That's not going to put intrigue and heat back on Seth Rollins' character. He's a theme song. So that would mean by proxy, he's turning heel, and that theme song is going to go away. And then guess what? You're just left with a washed Seth Rollins. He can't go back to being the architect.
And then what? We have the big dog return?
Right. Where do you even go? Werner, we haven't said this in a long time. And it's not because we haven't felt the need to. It's because we haven't found a situation where it truly applies. Triple Nose has booked himself into a corner.
Yeah.
With every major program on this card. Triple Nose has booked himself into a corner. Agree or disagree? He's either blown the load of every major feud that he has, or he has just completely botched the booking of every major feud he has. Or both. Or both. In the John Cena Cody scenario, it's both. So again, I beg the question, what is WWE giving you? If you are a diehard, if you are a drone, if you're a Fed walker, how do you defend this shit?
Yeah.
The favor was you have to see me walk your boyfriend into prom. Let's go to ratings. Dude, let's go to ratings. Let's go to ratings. Let's go to ratings. -10. -10. -10. I stand on it. I stand on it. I stand on it. I'm not moving off of it. Go fuck yourself. This is the worst road to WrestleMania ever. I think next year is going to be even worse. No moment.
-10. Oh God, this show cannot get out of its way. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. No moment.
Adrian, I wouldn't blame you, bro. Adrian came through with the $5 super chat. Hey, bro, I wouldn't blame you. He said if they gave Triple H Book of the Year this time, I'm done with wrestling. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. That's an insult to your intelligence. See, you guys are fans. You guys are supporters. You guys are our truth seekers. Y'all have no obligation or tie to keep watching this shit. We tell y'all that all the time. If y'all just want to watch us, please be our guest. I actually don't encourage y'all to watch WWE programming until it becomes better. We would love to come on here and say, oh man, WWE booked a great show tonight, but they never book good shows.
No.
They never do. You have to turn your brain off and put your standards right next to fucking Elvis in order to think that this shit is even good. You do. Give your rating, man.
Oh, I already said -10. The show can't
I'm sorry, my fault.
Get out of its way. No moment.
My fault. All right, we got one investment rating match for Dynasty because they had just added one. Go ahead.
Yep. So we have Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe in the quarterfinal.
I'm gonna give that one. You know what? I'm gonna give that one an 8 just because I think the match is gonna be really good.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll give it an 8.
All right, clear the air. Find things that make you happy. Just like I was saying a second ago, you don't have to watch WWE. If you just want to watch our review, I encourage it. But find things that make you happy. Do them. Commit to them. And you never know what it could develop into.
Mm-hmm.
It's some opportunities I got going out to Vegas, guys, that I'm so excited about, and I never thought this shit would be possible. So find some shit you love, invest in it, and you never know what'll come of it. You never know. Go ahead, Warner.
Don't rush to judge.
Oh my God.
No, and I'm not talking about wrestling.
I know what you mean.
I mean, so last night, obviously, or yesterday, a new Superman thing came out, a new trailer, an extra few minutes of a trailer. And of course, everyone's quick to judge. This sucks. This isn't like Man of Steel. This isn't this. This isn't that. You haven't seen the whole thing. Calm down. Wait till it comes out. Watch the whole movie. Then give your opinion. You're basing off of 4 minutes. You can't base anything off of 4 minutes. It's impossible.
Not even sex.
WWE.
Not even sex, no.
Not even sex, ladies. But unless it's WWE, you can judge them in 4 minutes.
Yeah, because what you see is what you fucking get.
Exactly. But when it comes to movies or books or television or people, don't rush to judge. For the love of God.
And people are so quick to do that these days.
Mm-hmm.
They see one headline and they got a whole conclusion wrote out.
Yeah, they didn't even read the article.
Yeah, so there you have it. All right, guys. Oh, fuck. All right, guys. Well, we gave y'all a little bit of extra time because we were on a good pace. We were going to finish in under 2 hours on part 1. But you know what? I gave y'all extra little 10 minutes or whatever, but it's time for us to get the fuck up out of here. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hair. So, signing off yet again, it's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starkside.
Being of worldwide, the Messiah of some cute sixes, and the eternal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Sunday.